welcome back. So you would like to explain the example.
Yes, right. Yeah, because because I didn't like those bands, so it'll be a little bit hard to remember their names. But
Mhm.
I believe they're kind of like Lag on Ciel or what or okay,
It's not important. You don't
yeah,
have
yeah.
to
Yeah, I don't
mention.
remember the name, but the point is they they sing in a kind of close to a female way. Okay, so and that's that's really hard to accept because first you never seen this happen in U.S. rock band. Right? They always sing. If they are men, they sing it in a male way. If they are woman, they sing it in a male, female but close to male way. Because rock is more like a male style, you know. Um, and when I say this, I mean, you know, because they sing it in a female way, kind of too 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 soft, too soft way. You know that's not their real voice. The point is, you immediately know that that's not their real voice. They don't use their real voice to sing,
Hmm.
and that's why I couldn't accept for a long time until I find someone who sing who sang in their own way, in their own voice. Sorry, in their own voice, and it's just easy to tell, you know, if someone is singing in their own voice or not. It's not so hard to tell. The difficult part is I think people have trouble accepting their own voice.
Yeah, that's a good point. But would you say it is maybe a little bit more complicated than that? Especially today, or not only today. Like, for example, in the long history, you see those opera actor, they, male, they act like female, yeah, because their job and their culture, they need to do that, yeah, in Kopuki as well, yeah, in Japan, um, and yet people might argue that although they were born as a male, but their identity or their recognition as a person is not really male. That's why they might dress like a lady or they might, sing like a lady.
Oh,
This is
if
quite
if
common
if
today, yeah?
yeah, yeah, but I think there's still another case. If you have
Mm.
this, if you really take another gender or yeah another identification as yours, then then I think it's okay. But it's not the case that, like I say, in the rock band, they didn't
Okay.
take themselves as female. They just sing in a way that not male. Okay, and the point is not their voice. And
Mm-hmm.
if it's something like what you mentioned, like opera or kabuki, kabuki. Uh, I'm not sure about is the kabuki example, but like opera, if it's part of the tradition or the requirement, then of course is still another case. So you have to fulfill the requirement. Then yeah, you do it. Otherwise, you'll be taken as not professional, right? But
Yeah.
what I mentioned is when you can decide, when you don't have that kind of burden that you have to be like a female, and you just I don't know. Uh, you could say it's also kind of tradition, but not so long time tradition. So maybe the first famous rock band they sing that way. So
Mm-hmm.
many rock band they will imitate that, and it becomes some kind of tradition. But beside that, I just can't quite support the idea that you don't use your own voice to sing because uh, there are two parts of it. First is I don't believe there is any bad voice in this world. I don't believe that anyone has really bad voice. Yeah, m- maybe some people will disagree, but what I mean is we all have our own good, right? We all have our own good. We all have our own uniqueness, right? And one of them is our voice. So this is my belief. And second is when you find your own voice, uh, you can you can be unique naturally, right? If you believe like me, if you believe there is no there are no bad voice in this world, and you accept your own voice, try to sing in your own voice, then you naturally become the unique one. Why not?
I think I would say in most of cases, um, until today, the society still doesn't appreciate the idea that I think this is not mainstream. Maybe I'm wrong, but I would say from my experience, most of people they don't really appreciate this. The reason because it doesn't sound like a beneficial shortcut. Okay, let's say um, in business, like I hardly meet anyone who think this way. like, okay, I'm going to create a really special, unique business idea, and I'm going to execute it. I'm going to be different. Although many of them, they would tell people they are different. But in reality, when they are doing the operation, they don't care. In creative business, it's supposed to be the foundation, supposed to be one of the important features. But I wonder, do people actually think this way when it comes to the commercial part? Yeah. So here's the question we're going to discuss next. Okay.